Yes, people. Once again, it is time for Funko News. And once again, I'm a little bit early with it. I usually try to have this up by Saturday evening. I decided to go ahead and roll with it though because I do have some other videos that I'm working on as well. So if I miss any announcements that happen to show up, Saturday, I will make sure that I share those in a future video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it here. Funko News for the week of March 25th. Okay, so I'm going to start off like I have been doing with a focus on the Funko shop. Starting here, I'm looking at the right hand side of the screen. So this is the Wednesday release that they have for this week. Do keep in mind that Wednesday is usually the day when they drop something new on the Funko shop. But every once in a while, there are surprises. But yeah, the Wednesday release was this 3-pack of Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Now, if you've seen the movie, you know that she does have different looks throughout the movie, especially, changing up her hair color and her, in her outfits, of course. But yeah, so it's really a good representation of the character. It does make me wonder, are we going to get, more Ramona Flowers pop figures? I think there's at least one right now. It might be more, because I think there's like a 3-pack out there. I can't remember if she's in a 3-pack or not. That might be just a Sex Bomb 3-pack, but yeah, I gotta say this real quick. If you have not seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World, definitely check it out. It's one of my favorite movies, especially when I want something that's just, just purely entertainment. That's a movie that I watch. There's nothing really in it to bring you down and this and that. It's just very funny. It has a lot of humor going on. It has this great nostalgia vibe to it with like 8-bit video game stuff going on. It's just like very Nintendo inspired. As a matter of fact, there are references to Zelda throughout it and other video games as well. It's just really good, so yeah, definitely check that out if you have not done so. And it didn't do well box office numbers. That really doesn't matter. I think it just had issues because it does have such a nostalgic vibe to it, and yet it has a young cast, so I think they had some trouble trying to find their audience with it. But it's a great movie, trust me. Great movie. Make sure that you do check it out. And I wasn't completely surprised to see Ramona Flowers show up on the Funko shop, and I'll talk about why in just a moment. Let me go ahead though and address the figure here on the left. Now, I don't know how many Hair Bear Bunch fans there are out there. I really don't remember that show at all. And when I look at the title close, it says Help, It's the Hair Bear Bunch. I'm kind of wondering, why does it say help? Is there something scary about the bears? I have no idea what that show was about. But this figure popped up out of nowhere. I think it was on Thursday. And you see it was limited to 2,000 pieces, New York Comic Con exclusive. So just because of that sticker, I think that's why this figure sold out. It is gone. So that one you will have to get it secondhand, get a secondhand market. You check eBay, Facebook, whatever, if you're really interested in it. Because like I said, it is gone. And I think it, again, mainly is because of that sticker. I just can't believe that there's a bunch of rabid Hair Bear fans out there, Hair Bear Bunch fans out there. But who knows? As far as Ramona Flowers is concerned, the Dwarves 3-pack still available at the time of this recording. And it is $25 plus shipping. Pretty standard price, I think, for a 3-pack of that nature. And remember that this is one limited numbers as well, 2,500 pieces. So if you're interested, like I always say, don't procrastinate, because things will sit on the Funko shop for a while. But sometimes, all of a sudden, once it's gone, it's really gone. And you probably can only find it for a marked up price. And the reason why I said I'm not completely surprised about Ramona Flowers showing up is that this image you see here on the left of Todd Ingram, another character from the movie, this was floating around on Instagram, and it also has a Funko Shop sticker on it, 2,500 pieces, yet it's not actually on the Funko Shop. So another, yet another Funko Shop mystery. It seems like this is becoming a weekly occurrence. I don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully this figure actually will make his way to the shop, because thus far I haven't picked up any Scott Pilgrim pops, but I like that design so much that I might have to go for it. And I really like Brandon Routh as that character. He kind of stole the show for a while there. And Brandon Routh to me is just a cool actor in general. I think he could have been a great Superman. He just ended up being the wrong Superman in the wrong, well, the right Superman, I guess, in the wrong movie, though, is the way to say it. But anyway, let's keep it moving here. So I've been trying to do better about giving you all updates about what is actually in stores right now, just because sometimes I announce figures like weeks ahead of them showing up in stores. Sometimes it's even been months ahead of time, and I know people can forget. So these are some figures that are actually in stores right now. The black and white rock candy of Harley Quinn is showing up in Walmarts. It was online. I'm not sure if it still is. Somebody, can check that out and see. But I know that people are actually finding it in store. The different variants of Belle, and I don't have them all here on the screen, but those are showing up as well. Some of them are actually starting to sell out. Like there was the garderobe Belle Dorbs that was on Hot Topics website actually sold out on their website. So if you're interested in these variants of Belle, don't wait around. I mean, they're at different stores, and you can check back. I know I addressed these in a previous Funko News video. So, look back if you need to through the Funko News and find all those. I'm not going to list them all here again since I have addressed them before. But like I said, if you want them, you got to get out there and really get on that. And do check some websites as well to see what you can find. As a matter of fact, Hot Topic, even though they sold out of that one Dorbs, they do have some other exclusive Belle figures, I think. So, or at least some other variants. So, check out Hot Topic's website. They got good sales going on right now anyway. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by Hot Topic. I'm just letting you know, save some money. It's actually cheaper to buy from them online than to go in store anyway. So yeah, make sure you check out their website. Keeping it moving here. I've said this before. The Green Arrow Black Canary Dorbs 2-pack is in stores. It's selling quickly though. I think stores only maybe got like 3 of them each or so. So yeah, you really got to get on that. But don't give up on it yet if you haven't actually went and looked in Toys R Us. If you're interested, do go look first, and try to avoid paying a marked up price on it. So yeah, just actually check the store first, because some people are still finding it. Akuma, this is like my 3rd week in a row mentioning Akuma. It started off with him being a convention exclusive. Then we found out he's a GameStop exclusive, and now he's actually showing up in GameStops. And there are some people trying to flip him, but again, it's a GameStop exclusive. It will make its way around. Just be patient. Don't go pay a marked up price again, when you don't have to. Just be patient with that. Okay, then also here, looking at the right hand side, of course, you can't overlook this. That huge Groot, or baby Groot, if you want to call him that. That huge Groot is starting to show up in Targets. And I noticed here that originally they were referring to this as the 10-inch Groot, which it is still listed that way if you're looking it up online. But I like on the box here how it says life size. I didn't really think about that I guess that would be accurate, to Groot, at least baby Groot for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, for him to be that size. So that is pretty cool. And I do like the detailing on there with the green leafiness and everything. Looks pretty good. So I know I'm going to be on the hunt for that for a friend. I'm also going to be on the hunt for that, I think, for myself now, seeing the way that it turned out. It looks really cool. And I do have some other, or at least one other Super Deluxe vinyl, and I really do like it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to finding that one. Fingers crossed. Oh, by the way, before I forget, if you want a good laugh, or if you want a good reason to yell at your computer screen, then go and check out how much that figure is going for on eBay. It is ridiculous. Some people should be ashamed of themselves. That's all I'm gonna say. But you check it out for yourself. See what that Groot, not Toys R Us, Target, that Target exclusive Groot. Look it up and see what it's going for on eBay. Keeping it moving here, because this was really the big news of the week. I mean, Star Wars fans, it's your week. There wasn't a ton of news this week, but yeah, like I said, Star Wars fans, this is your week. You see these figures here, Wave 1 and Wave 2. I got them here side by side. Wave 1 on the left, the 6 figures on the left, and then Wave 2 over there on the right-hand side. These are the Star Wars Celebration figures for this year. And Star Wars Celebration, by the way, is an event being held in Orlando. I don't know if it's the same location every year, but I know that's where it is this year, held in Orlando. And yeah, I'm not gonna run through all these figures, but I mean, Star Wars fans, you're looking across this, you see, I like what they did here. I'm not sure if they did this last year. Somebody could let me know, but this year I see that they really have a good representation of, I guess you could say, different eras or different forms of Star Wars. So they have, of course, characters from the original trilogy. They got characters from the prequels. They got Rey with her speeder from Star Wars The Force Awakens. That one, I knew they had to do that. When I heard that they were going to do vehicles for Star Wars, I was like, that's definitely got to be one of them. And I'm glad they did it. And it does look pretty awesome. And then they even have figures here, you know, from Star Wars Rebels as well. And I think that pretty much covers it. But yeah, it's a good, interesting mix of figures as well. I do like the mini Hikaris of Greedo. I think the colors look great. And I figure, like, I don't know anybody that would want just one of the 2 packs. I would assume people would want both of those. Look pretty cool. And they even have plushies here, but I'm not a huge fan of plushies, but I guess that is an interesting one. You have Jabba the Hutt, and I believe the other character's name, is it like Salacious B. Crumb or something like that? He has a really unusual name. I'm pretty sure there's a story behind that somebody could share with me. And I do also like here the Wacky Wobbler, or well, not Wacky, sorry, excuse me, not Wacky Wobbler anymore, just Wobbler of the Boba Fett, all white there. I guess that would be the proto Boba Fett. Looks pretty slick to me. I do like that one as well. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at some of the figures here that I know diehard Star Wars fans, you know, I feel like these are probably the must figures here. Okay, again, Rey with her speeder, I think looks incredible. That's awesome. Princess Leia in the Hoth outfit, that's a winner for sure. Definitely a winner. You know, especially with the passing of Carrie Fisher, and I think people realizing just how much of a cultural impact she's had, you know, playing that character. Yeah, that one's a winner for sure, and it's a great design. They got Luke Skywalker Jedi with the version of him hooded. You know, that one's pretty cool as well. Qui-Gon Jinn, you know, Funko really dropped the ball with him last year, making him the original one. I believe a convention exclusive, like strictly convention exclusive, really small numbers. Yeah, they dropped the ball there. So hopefully this one will be in larger numbers. They got the holographic Qui-Gon Jinn, and it does look pretty slick to me. And then they got the action pose Han Solo, and I think that's just what it's called, just action pose Han Solo. But yeah, I think these are probably going to be those main ones that diehard fans really got to go for. And then people, do not shoot the messenger here, because I don't know if this is 100% legit. Okay, but this is one of the images I've seen of where these figures might go to. Let me stress that again, where they might go to. Okay, but I have seen more than one image, and each time it did have the same stores listed. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, this is tentative, because I know with the ECCC pops in Dorbs that there were some last minute changes, it seemed like. So just keep that in mind. This is all tentative right now, but it seems like holographic Qui-Gon Jinn might be a Target exclusive, which, oof, don't know how to feel about that one. You know, we'll see how that goes. Hot Topic could possibly have 3 exclusives, including Han Solo. There you see also Chopper from Star Wars Rebels, and the Princess Leia, the Hoth Princess Leia. So yeah, that would be big if that, you know, if Hot Topic actually gets their hands on that. Only one for GameStop this year. I think they had 2 last year, but looks like it might just be 1 for GameStop this year, and that is Luke Skywalker. Again, the Jedi Luke Skywalker with the hood on. Another character here I'm not really familiar with, Grand Admiral Thrawn, I think is how you say his name. Toys R Us exclusive possibly, and like I said, I've seen that pop up in more than one place saying that that's where he will be. And then finally the 442 or 442nd Clone Trooper. It looks like it could be a FYE exclusive. So again, this is all tentative. We'll see what happens there, and hopefully as these start to release, you know, we'll get some, or at least when it's get closer to these releasing, we'll know for sure what's going to be where. The Hikari of the week. Okay, you know that they like to reuse these molds, and so we have here the Cold Steel Captain Phasma Hikari which definitely looks way better than the last Captain Phasma that I shared. I think that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, this is definitely a big step up. And it might have been, yeah, I want to say it was 2 weeks ago, but yeah, this one looks much better. It definitely has like that glitter paint job going. It looks like it'll have some translucency going on. This to me looks more like what I think of when I think of Hikari. So yeah, much better looking one. Only 250 pieces though, only 250 pieces, and this is available for pre-order right now on Entertainment Earth. I'm not sure if it's on any other sites, and it looks like it should drop in May. Keeping it moving here, also with Entertainment Earth, they have an exclusive here. This Bloody Ash figure from Ash vs. Evil Dead. So that's the TV series that's ongoing right now. I think it looks a lot more interesting than the original common. You know, the blood splatter, especially if the blood splatter is true to this image, it looks like it's really well done. So to me, that is a big step up. So, you know, I'll just say this. I haven't followed the new series. I'm not like against checking it out. I just haven't checked it out yet. You know, so maybe I'll get to it. Maybe I won't. It's just a lot of stuff I'm trying to watch right now. I'm just getting into another show, which I will talk about in a moment here, because there are figures related to that series. So, yeah, it's just so many hours in the day, people. You know, that's what it comes down to. But, yeah, this Ash figure here should drop in April. That's what they have on Entertainment Earth, and it is their exclusive, so they should know. So, yeah, this should be out next month. They don't have a specific date, though. It just says April. Keeping it moving here, Jack Sparrow, that character that will not go away. I'm actually amazed that they're still doing Pirates of the Caribbean movies, but they're profitable, so especially overseas, that's what it comes down to. But you see here Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean and Dead Men Tell No Tales. There's a pop figure for you. Don't know an exact date on this actual pop figure. Oddly enough, the one that you see there in the bottom right, this was shared on the recent Periscope from Hot Topic. I actually do know a date on this one. They said that it would be May, possibly May 1st. So it's kind of ironic that this variant seems like it'll be May 1st, but I don't really know about the common. I would assume they'd have to be out around the same time. Wouldn't make much sense to put out a variant before the common. So yeah, I would say if I had to guess, Jack Sparrow probably like mid to late April, or maybe right at the beginning of May. You know, we'll see. Okay, and but by the way, the one in the bottom right, that is sort of they want to give it like an old look of basically gold, like looking like old gold. So that's what they went with the paint job there. I don't know if they have like a specific name for that variant though, but yeah, again, May 1st is when to look for that variant there, and I guess the common, like I said, should be out right before then. Now, the show that I just started watching, is Death Note. Very interesting concepts, and please no spoilers if anybody's checking it out. I want to find out for myself if it is worth continuing to watch, you know, so I am going to check out some more episodes this weekend and really see how I feel about it. I will say this though, based off of just the beginning of the series, that character Light is he's a trip. Like he's not exactly what I expected, but yeah, I'm really interested to see where the series goes, and I got to learn about these other characters here, including Ryuk, I guess is how you say that name. I'm not really sure. And then L, I don't think I've seen the character L yet. And there will be a variant of L with Cake, which is a Hot Topic exclusive. And of course, I'm just starting the series, so I don't get that reference. I'm sure I'll see it soon enough. And then also, they have a pocket pop of Tony Chopper from One Piece. And then Sasuke, I think is how you say that name. That is a character from Naruto, I believe. And forgive me, I'm not real familiar with these series, but you know, these different series. But I did want to make sure I shared the figures with you all. And it looks like these figures all should be out around May. Now, this to me is pretty cool. You know, focusing, of course, here on Spider-Man characters. So they got the mystery minis, which, yeah, I like the way that series looks. They're looking pretty cool to me. I can see myself definitely picking up some of those. I'm kind of wondering what are going to be the store exclusives. I feel like there's definitely enough figures there that it could be some store exclusives in the mix. I don't know that 100% for sure, but if you count up the numbers, and you think about the case, you know that there's some of these have got to be some exclusives. So we'll see what happens there. And of course, I will update that as these come close to release. But yeah, it's looking pretty slick there, and I definitely would like to try to get the Sinister Six together. That'd be pretty awesome. And then check out this Dorbs. That Dorbs is amazing. That is an amazing design of Carnage. This is a Walmart exclusive. No official release date, but I know that's one I'm definitely going to be looking for. And I hope that they, I don't care if they use the exact same mold. I would love to see Venom and maybe even Anti-Venom, you know, a version of them as well. But yeah, again, that's a Walmart exclusive. That's where to be on the lookout for it. If I get any official dates, you know, like I said, I will update when I can. Next up here, again, pretty slick looking Dorbs. These are Walgreens exclusives, which I know that makes some people cringe, but I'm lucky enough to have some good Walgreens around me, so I'm feeling kind of confident that I can scoop these guys up, and I definitely want them. And obviously, these are similar to the Pop figures that came out a couple months back. So you had the Golden Midas Batman. We had the Pop figure. Now we got the Dorbs here. And then the Professor Radium Batman, that was the name of the Pop, but for the Dorbs figure, they're just calling it the Green Glow. So I'm not sure why they made that change there. Really doesn't matter. It's not as if it's on the box regardless for a Dorbs. But I'm assuming that it glows in the dark. I don't know that for sure though, but it seems like it would, considering that it's based off of the same, you know, design. So we'll see what happens there. I'm definitely going to try to check the glow on it once I get my hands on mine. So again, that's a Walgreens exclusive. And no word if they're gonna do the other two that were in that set. There was the Negative Batman, which I thought looked pretty cool, and then the North Pole Camo Batman. I never found one with a good paint job, which I still can't believe considering that the figure is mostly just white. But somehow they ended up looking kind of terrible from what I saw. But yeah, no word on if those are going to be translated to Dorbs as well. Okay, and these Dorbs figures here, these new Dorbs, should be out next month, April. Now, this news here kind of broke my heart just a little bit, because when I first shared these Batman 66, the new figures, which included, you know, some pretty cool villains, and I saw that top version of the Riddler there with his bowler hat on and the suit, I was like, that's the one that I really want. And now it turns out that this is going to be a Chase figure. So I hate that, because I don't have the greatest luck with Chase figures, but that figure looks so cool. I really am keeping my fingers crossed that I do come across it, you know. But yeah, because that's really the only one I would want. I do like the other Riddler, and let me not say that. Maybe I would pick up the other one, but the Chase figure to me just looks so awesome. Sorry, no release dates on these yet. When these new Batman 66 figures will be out. Again, like I've been saying though, if I find out, I will of course let you all know. And I shared some of these figures here before, but I did want to update you all. So very quickly though, at the bottom of there, we have the Ursula with Cruella de Vil 2-pack. And by the way, all of this is Hot Topic. You know, you see that there. All these are Hot Topic Disney exclusives. Then the Queen of Hearts, which I think has some really cool detail. I still love that it comes with the little green hedgehog. Okay, that actually will be in the box as well. And then the most recent one that they showed is actually that Maleficent there. And look closely, people. Check out the flame effect in the mold. That is pretty awesome. That is a really great design. And here is what's even more interesting. There is a 1 in 6 chance of getting a glow-in-the-dark Chase. Again, a 1 in 6 chance of getting a glow-in-the-dark Chase. As far as Chase figures goes, I think that's probably about the best the odds will get. You know, so yeah, fingers crossed that you do manage to get your hands on that Chase. You know, so these figures here are releasing around the time of mid-April to early May. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure what releases when. I want to say that the 2-pack is mid-April. I think Maleficent is probably going to be the last one, so she might be early May. So just kind of keep your ears open, and like I said, you know, as things occur, I will continue to update for you all. By the way, I do want to point out to you all that I have a giveaway coming up which is Disney related. I'm not going to give all the specifics right now. Just be on the lookout for it though by the end of next week. Okay, I want to actually make sure that I get just one of the items that I'm going to be giving away. I want to make sure I actually have it in hand to share with you all, and I'm only going to share that one item. The rest will be a mystery, and I'll address that once we get to that point. But yeah, I'll just say that. Let me stop myself and just go ahead and say, be on the lookout for details about my next giveaway towards the end of next week. So that's going to cover it, people. That's it for Funko news this week. Not a whole lot of announcements, but like I said, this week to me, the big winners were Star Wars fans, depending on how you look at it, because there's still some details that we need about those figures. And like I said, I'll do my part. Even though I don't collect Star Wars, I'm going to do my part to try to make sure you all are informed and let you know where things are going to be. And like I said, just try to help you out as much as possible. By the way, of course, the images here on the screen, these are the figures that are in my mind right now. So, hopefully I could work it out to get these things as they release. Some of these are actually available already. So, yeah, I'm going to try to work it out to keep on adding to my collection. And, best of luck to all of you. Hope you find the things that you are looking for and that you find them all at reasonable cost and everything. And if anybody has anything that I missed, please make sure that you share it down in the comments. Please do not forget to like this video. Make sure that you comment, and it would be nice if you share it as well. Thank you all for watching, and you all take care. Till next time.